Dr. Crystal Benjamin is joining us once again. She was with us during the entire week as we looked ahead to Valentine's, and we spoke on Valentine's Day about love and romance, social media and relationship and loneliness and a whole lot of things. But today we are going to switch gears a little bit and talk about Carnival relationship etiquette. Good morning, Crystal.
Hi, good morning, Rishi. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. So yes, we're talking about Carnival etiquette today, and just some of the things that persons in relationships should be concerned about or should be mindful of.
Yes, and well, Carnival is a major part of Trinidad and Tobago's culture. So what do we need to know about Carnival relationship etiquette?
Exactly. So if you're a couple who engage in the fetes and the parties and all the different activities, it's really important for you to communicate with each other. Right? So some persons may notice that around this time of year, they may get into a lot of fights or arguments because of probably unsaid things or beliefs or thoughts that they're not able to share because they don't trust their partner. But I want to encourage you to have the conversation about what's normal for you or what's comfortable for you, rather. So for some persons, they don't want their partner dancing with anyone else. Or you could take a little dance, but not too much, or don't go to a corner, or I need to be able to see you when you're dancing.
Yeah.
That type of thing. So you need to have conversations about what's okay and what's not okay. Can I dance with other people? Can I attend by myself, or you need to be with me? You know, things like that.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about if I'm dating somebody, I don't know how much I'd enjoy seeing them, you know, dancing and partying with somebody else. And Carrie was shaking his head.
With someone else. Exactly. So Carrie is like, no. Exactly. I feel the same way.
Yeah, because for Carnival, when people are playing mass,
right,
you know, people are in their short pants and, you know, females may just be in not fully covered. So, you know,
right.
I don't know. Carrie, what do you think?
I'm happy that you guys are saying that.
No, from my experience, I haven't gotten the mass experience, you know, in the relationship realm. But in regards to parties and stuff, we actually communicated. You know, as you're saying, communication is key. And I had a conversation and basically agreed upon guidelines and rules for, you know, the relationship etiquette during Carnival.
But isn't that like possession?
That's
like
awesome.
you're possessing the person?
No, I wouldn't say it's like possession. I'd say like a lot is, you know, based on communication and respect, mutual respect for each other, and, you know, just, you know, being honest about what your comfort zones are for certain things.
Crystal, what are your thoughts?
Exactly, Carrie. Exactly what Carrie said. So the thing is, there's a fine line maybe between possession and having a conversation about what's comfortable for you. So obsession is when it gets to the place of you're checking your partner's phone without their knowledge or behind their back. You're threatening people. Listen, don't dance with my person, eh? And if I see you dance with my person, I'll deal with you. Those type of things could be obsession. Or if after the party or the fete you get a beat down when you go home, or insults and that type of thing. So that toxic realm is not what we're advocating for. But what Carrie was talking about with the communication and guidelines and being authentic about what you're comfortable with and what you're not comfortable with. So don't pretend that you're okay with a little wine when you know you're not.
But what if the other person wants to do it and nothing you say can stop it, even though you've been together for 5 years?
That's a good question, and that's a red flag. In relationships, it's okay if you have two different thoughts or mindset or what have you. But what is important is you being a safe space so that your partner can air their concerns to you. So for example, the person who has an issue, maybe there's a thought process behind that. So perhaps they had another partner and their partner was really out there with it. So they'll just go to parties without them, just, you know, being really disrespectful. And they have that behind their back or behind their minds, and they don't want that to happen again. Whereas the person who is okay with whining is probably never had been in a relationship, or they're just more open to sharing. I mean, who knows? But it's a great place to have a conversation and understand the mindset behind it. It's okay if you have two different thought processes about it, but there needs to be some kind of compromise and an openness to people being honest and not condemning them for their thought process.
And Carrie talked about setting rules.
No, I wouldn't say rules. It's agreed upon. It's an agreement.
Guidelines.
Yeah, it's a guidelines and an agreement, and not really rules. So as I said, it's really dependent upon the comfort zone of the individuals involved. So it's not a matter of ownership, not a matter of possession, but agreeing and having and meeting in a happy middle.
But what about jealousy? I mean, you may want the person to do it and have a good time, but you know, it's your personality to get jealous for little things like that.
So I'd say jealousy is that person's problem. Now, of course, you would support your significant other, but when you have your own issues, in my opinion, that is your problem that you need to deal with and move forward from.
And Crystal can get in here as well, because you say that it's that individual's problem, but probably it isn't. Probably it's just... Crystal, do you think it's the individual's problem if they get jealous?
You're asking so many good questions. Oh my goodness, I love it. And I can't wait for you to get into a relationship to give us your own scenario and your situations, right? So what Kyrie is saying, and I agree with that, it really is the person's issue with jealousy. Now, hear me out, right? Hear me out. Jealousy is a natural and normal emotion that occurs, right? And it happens, and it's okay that you express it and you explain why you're probably jealous, right? So maybe there's a behavior that occurred and you didn't really like it, it rubbed you the wrong way, it triggered something. So it's okay to have that jealousy and to share it. But if it's something that's continual, anyone you talk with, anyone you look at, anyone you smile to, that's a problem. And that's a challenge that you might need to work through because of maybe some unresolved stuff. So now, though I'm saying that jealousy is a person's problem, yes, there are behavior patterns that your partner might do to contribute to that. So for example, if you're taking your phone to the bathroom and you're there for long hours, or your phone is always turned down and the screen isn't cracked, so it's not that you're hiding the screen, but you're hiding messages popping up, those type of things. So there are some kind of sinister or kind of sketchy behavior that we need to be mindful of, but the whole jealousy thing, it's an individual thing that we need to manage.
And hopefully people can manage it this carnival season, because we don't want to hear any incidents where people get jealous and it becomes a problem for the relationship.
Yeah, a problem for relationship, or even gets to the points of violence.
Exactly.
Dr. Crystal Benjamin.
And another point I wanted to mention for singles, remember you need to ask for permission before you take a wife.
That is some good advice. That is some really, really good advice.
Wasn't that put into law as of last year?
Yes.
Just ask permission and don't pick up garbage bins to run with it either.
All people's
Please
girlfriends.
don't listen. Don't listen to Mr. Killer specifically, yeah, don't do everything he said.
Yeah, Dr. Crystal Benjamin, thank you so much for chatting with us today and for the entire week. I think these conversations are conversations that we need to have. It is very important for us to have it so that people can understand relationships and, you know, not do things that could end up in a bad way.
In a bad situation and jeopardize the relationship that you took the time to build.
And Dr. Benjamin.
Exactly.
Dr. Benjamin.
And I think my final words would be communicate, communicate, communicate.
Couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much for joining us. And hopefully when you come to Trinidad, you can come in and we'll sit down and have another conversation.
I would love that. I would love to meet you guys in person.
All right, thank you very much.